It is so good to see you. Welcome to KREM News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with this coming in new at noon. A man is in a Kootenai County jail today for allegedly threatening to kill former President Donald Trump. According to federal court documents, Warren Crazy Bull was arrested in Missoula back on August 20th and has been in jail on a U.S. Marshal hold. Documents say Crazy Bull allegedly made multiple threats against Trump, and this includes calling Mar-a-Lago back in July and making posts on Facebook where he threatened the former president. Court documents say Crazy Bull claimed that he made the Facebook post to get law enforcement's attention, saying that Trump had violated treaties and thereby deprived him of his land. Crazy Bull will appear in court coming up on October 15th. Also coming in, the son of the man suspected in the assassination attempt in Florida against former President Donald Trump has now been arrested on federal charges of possessing child sexual abuse images. According to court documents, Orrin Alexander Ruth was arrested this week after authorities searched his Greensboro home in North Carolina. This is in connection with an investigation unrelated to child exploitation. And that's where they say they found hundreds of files depicting child sexual abuse. He is now facing 2 charges of possessing and receiving child sexual abuse material and is expected to appear later today in federal court in North Carolina. Now, his father, Ryan Wesley Ruth, has been charged with federal gun offenses in connection to the attempted assassination of Trump at Trump's Florida golf course earlier this month. All right. That's a lot. Everything posted on KREM.com. In the meantime, 12:02 right now. It is technically fall, but we are still feeling a lot like summer, and that is where Thomas Patrick is stepping in. Thomas, it is stunning outside so far. Yeah, today's going to be a day you're going to have to use the air conditioning, but aside from that, nothing really to note. It's tomorrow's weather that I have my eyes focused on, and new as of noon, we have wind advisories and blowing dust advisories issued by the National Weather Service. This is for Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The dust advisory is contained into the Columbia Basin area, so that's Spokane down to Pullman and then out towards Ritzville and Grand Coulee. So these areas could see some blowing dust, like small dust storms in the winds that we are going to get tomorrow. And then the rest of the area fills in with the wind advisory. You see the information in the bottom left of the screen. Wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. That is going to be a quite strong bit of wind that we will get tomorrow. So while we are in the middle of this huge ridge responsible for the summer heat, it's this cold front that is going to advance extremely quickly, and the winds are going to cut in basically in front of it like this. So southwesterly winds will be gusting up to 50 miles per hour as that cold front approaches tomorrow, and that's why we're expecting the stronger bout of wind. So again, blowing dust is going to be the key impact on our region come tomorrow. But today, just summer-like outside. In fact, winds are outright calm at this hour. 87 degrees, sunny skies, calm conditions. Feels like summer for this Tuesday, and it's still going to be warm tomorrow. That is until the cold front passes. So coming up, we're going to show you where and when those wind gusts are going to peak across the inland northwest and how much rain we might expect with that incoming storm system. My full forecast is ahead in about 10 minutes. A former mayor of Houston, Texas, was here in Spokane discussing options to help reduce homelessness. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones was there at the symposium and has some key takeaways.
Well, for about an hour and a half, reducing homelessness was the key topic here in this morning's conversation. Anise Parker was the former mayor of Houston, Texas. She served from 2010 to 2016, and during her time in office, she created several initiatives for reducing homelessness. So today here at the Davenport Grand, she talked about those efforts in a room packed with Spokane city leaders, law enforcement, and more. Ultimately, the former Houston mayor was laying out a model that could potentially be used here in Spokane.
Shelters are not housing. Shelters are a temporary solution. You wouldn't want to be in a shelter. There's no privacy, there's no ability. You can't take your pets, you can't take your stuff. And if you have almost nothing, what you do have becomes very precious to you.
Last year, as a part of our Boomtown series, KREM 2 traveled to Houston to learn more about their efforts to reduce homelessness after former Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward said the city was looking into Houston to find solutions. Houston has permanently housed more than 30,000 individuals in the past 10 years. Officials there say it's because they prioritize placing people into permanent housing instead of a temporary fix. That move reduced homelessness in the city by more than 60%, according to a member of the Houston Mayor's administration focused on homeless initiatives. But for now, reporting here in downtown Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Today, the Pac-12 is filing a lawsuit against the Mountain West, taking aim at a pricey poaching fee. The suit, filed in the Northern District of California, is alleging that the potential penalty is unenforceable under antitrust law. So, when the Pac-12 entered a scheduling agreement with the Mountain West last year, the MWC added the poaching fee should the Pac-12 try and take schools from the league. In previous weeks, the league has added 5 schools from the Mountain West: Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State, Fresno State, and Utah State. Now, under this agreement, the Pac-12 would owe more than $50 million before even taking into account exit fees from each school. According to CBS Sports, the complaint argues, quote, there is no legitimate justification for the poaching penalty. All right. So today's lawsuit from the Pac-12 did confirm that Utah State is leaving the Mountain West and accepting the offer to join the Pac-12 in 2026. This would bring the total number of schools to 7 in both the Pac-12 and Mountain West. Conferences need 8 schools to have college football playoff eligibility, so this realignment process is certainly nowhere near being over. And in other Pac-12 news, rumors continue as to if Gonzaga will indeed join the Pac-12. This stems from a post from Brett McMurphy on X saying Spokane's Gonzaga was leaving the West Coast Conference for the Pac-12. The school has since refuted that report, and for now Gonzaga is involved in discussions with the Pac-12, but there is no agreement in place that we know of at this hour.